Hello guys, audio views down under back. It's been a little while, been a little bit crook. Anyway, I thought I'd bring you a couple of TWS I've been listening to pretty recently. I've had the Soundcore Anker Liberty Pro 2 upgraded version with the LDAC for a few weeks. They're a great little TWS from Soundcore. I haven't got the stock tips on those. They're a SpinFit CP360 extra large tip. I've got pretty big ears, so they actually fit me pretty well. They isolate very well. A lot more comfortable than the stock tips were. But anyway, I'll give you a little look at the Liberty Pro 2. Got your got your pretty basic kind of TWS kind of a styling to them. Got your little charging terminals at the back there. As I did mention, they are LDAC. In the upgraded version, I don't know where it says on the box there, but they offer 26 hours playtime with extended with the carry case, I'd assume. Offers wireless charging. It's got an 11mm dynamic driver plus a Knowles balanced armature. It's got I believe it's got Bluetooth 5.2 or 5.0. Can't really remember, but there's a few specs on the back. It comes with an app you can download, the Soundcore app. You can change the EQ profiles and whatnot on there. It's not a bad app. You can do a hearing test that tailors the levels and the sound of the Liberty Pro 2 upgraded to your own specific ears. Like, you do the little tests and it works out what volume each earbud works best at. And yeah, well, one thing I'll say about them is they did have the usual TWS boomy bass, which I don't particularly like, but with the app I was able to EQ them more to my liking, which is more of a IM style tuning. I managed to clean up the bass a lot and to really set the EQ levels so that it sounded more like closer to an in-ear monitor rather than your typical boomy, bloated bass that you get with these TWS. And with the Edifiers I have here as well. Because I've had these a couple of months actually. The Edifier W240TN. They don't come with LDAC. They only come with SBC. But they're a dual driver. I think a 10 and 6mm driver setup in these. I actually prefer the sound from the Edifier W240TN over the Soundcore Liberty Pro 2, the upgraded version. The sound that you get from the Edifier is actually, it's a lot cleaner, and I didn't have to EQ it nearly as much as I did the Liberty Pro 2. And yeah, the only downside is I couldn't listen to my title library on the W240TN for a long period, because it wasn't it's not really compatible with aptX or LDAC, which a lot of the high res files are. But I had no issues playing Tidal hi-fi on the Liberty Pro 2. That was great for playing my high res files. Yeah, like I said, once I actually EQ'd these, they actually do have a pretty decent soundstage, and reasonably wide soundstage, and once I actually cleaned up the bass by actually dialing down the bass like pretty much completely on the EQ app, they actually didn't sound too bad at all. They had a fairly decent amount of detail. I'd say they're about on the level of a cheap IM in terms of details and how clean they actually play. Yeah, but without all the EQ that I did to them, they were just like any other TWS with bloated bass, and that's not my style. But the Edifiers, they actually do sound quite good. They don't have that bloated bass that a lot of these TWS have. The only downside is you can really only play MP3 files, with like non high res files really. So like, if you got like I do, if you've got MP3 files on your phone that are only like 16-bit or whatever, you can play them on the Edifiers and they'll sound fine, because they're actually tuned quite well. But anyway, it's about all I got to say about both of those. Yeah, if you're in the market looking for a good TWS, they're both a pretty good option. I got the Anker Soundcore Liberty Pro 2 upgraded for, I think it was just over $100 Australian, with a discount on Amazon. So it may or may not be available on the discount at the moment. They're usually around about $160 or $100 US roughly. The Edifiers, I think I paid around about roughly $80 Australian for those. So that's equivalent to maybe $50 US. And I absolutely think they're worth it if you're not needing high res LDAC TWS that can play just your average MP3s. They do sound very good for what they are. Yeah, the only downside is you won't be able to play your Tidal high res files through them very very well. They do play for a little while, but I think then, like, because they're not compatible with LDAC, they stop playing and you have to reset your Tidal playlist again, and it's not really worth it. So yeah, but if you have just your MP3s on your phone, like 16-bit, they'll play those fine, and the battery life isn't too bad either. I've only had to charge them maybe a couple of times a week. Same with the Soundcore Liberty Pro 2. I've only had to charge those maybe a couple of times a week as well. But I only use them for maybe an hour at a time anyway. So that's not really a good test of endurance with the battery life. But anyway, is what it is. I don't really typically use TWS all day long. I often switch over to my in-ear monitors, like the EA500 that I've had lately, and I play those through my little FIO BTR 3K. So you know, when I'm stopped listening to those, I pretty much only listen to the wireless IEMs, wireless TWS at the gym anyway. So, but they're fine for the gym. I'm perfectly happy with both of them for the gym. And they're both fairly comfortable, especially with the CP360 tips. They're a lot more comfortable with those tips, and they stick in my ear a lot better as well. They seal and hold in my ear a lot better with those tips. But yeah, it's about all I have to say about those two. I'll be back with a few more reviews soon. I've got the KZ PR2 on the way. I've just received the EPZ Q1 this past week, and I absolutely love those. I might do a little quick mini review of those soon, just because there's not a lot of people talking about those at the moment, but they're well on the way to becoming my second favourite IM at the moment. They're a really beautiful, very well tuned IM that is very affordable, and well, I'll talk about those in another video, but yeah, that's about all I've got to say for today. This is Audio Reviews Down Under. If you want to check out my Facebook page, check out Audio Reviews Down Under on Facebook as well. I'm been running a Facebook page there for a while. If anyone wants to join, welcome. Have a chat amongst fellow members and myself. Share your reviews and whatever else. Audio related is fine. Doesn't have to be IMs or headphones. Whatever you want to talk about, come and chat in the Facebook group as well. Anyway, I'm out here, and I'll be back pretty soon. Enjoy your week, guys. Audio Reviews Down Under, and I'm out. See ya.